Ladies and gentlemen, students and scholars, teachers and trainers, professors and professionals, listeners and learners, for the field of science, religion, arts, commerce and engineering, the most honorable President Prime Minister Narendra Modi ji, respected ministers and doctors, honorable advocates, advertisers, administrators and advisors, reverend fathers and mothers, affectionate sons and daughters. I, Dr. Rakesh from USA, heartily, cordially welcome all of you. Dear friends, as we think that our nation is known as one of the most nicest, finest and superb with the identity of unity and diversity. There are numberless varieties, diversities and adversities we have. Likely that God, who has created our mind with the treasure house within us, infinite riches are all around us. If we will open our mental eyes and behold the treasure house of infinity within us, there is a gold mine within us from which we can extract everything we need to live life gloriously, joyously and abundantly. Many are sound asleep because they do not know about this gold mine of infinite intelligence and boundless love within themselves. Whatever we want, we can draw forth. A magnetized piece of steel will lift about 12 times its own weight. And if we demagnetize this same piece of steel, it will not even lift a feather. Similarly, there are two types of men. There is the magnetized man who is full of confidence and faith. He knows that he is born to win and to succeed. Then there is the type of man who is demagnetized. He is full of fears and doubts. Opportunities come and he says, I might fail. I might lose my money. People will laugh at me. This type of man will not get very far in life because he is afraid to go forward. He will simply stay where he is, become a magnetized man and discover the master secret of the ages The master secret of the ages. What, in your opinion, is the master secret of the ages? The secret of atomic energy, thermonuclear energy, the neutron bomb, interplanetary travel? No, not any of these. Then what is this master secret? Where one can find it? And how can it be contracted and brought into action? The answer is extraordinarily simple. This secret is the marvelous, miracle working power found in your own subconscious mind. The last place that most people would seek it. The marvelous power of your subconscious. You can bring into your life more power, more wealth, more health, more happiness and more joy by learning to contact and release the hidden power of your subconscious mind. You need not acquire this power, you already possess it. But you want to learn how to use it. You want to understand it so that you can apply it in all departments of your life. As you follow the simple techniques and processes set forth in this book, you can gain the necessary knowledge and understanding. A new light can inspire you and you can generate a new force enabling you to realize your hopes and make all your dreams come true. Decide now to make your life grander, greater, richer and nobler than ever before. Within your subconscious depth lie infinite wisdom, infinite power and infinite supply of all that is necessary, which is waiting for development and expression. Begin now to recognize these potentialities of your deeper mind and they will take form in the world without. The infinite intelligence within your subconscious mind can reveal to you everything you need to know at every moment of time and point of space provided. You are open-minded and receptive. You can receive new thoughts and ideas, enabling you to bring forth new inventions, make new discoveries, or write books and plays. Moreover, the infinite in your subconscious can impart to you wonderful kinds of knowledge of an original nature. It can reveal to you and open the way for perfect expression and true place in your life. Through the wisdom of your subconscious mind, you can attract the ideal companion as well as the right business business associate or partner. It can find the right buyer for your home and provide you with all the money you need and the financial freedom to be, to do and to go as your heart desires. It is your right to discover this inner world of thought, feeling and power of light, love and beauty. Though invisible, its forces are mighty. Within your subconscious mind, you will find the solution for every problem and the cause for every effect. Because you can draw out the hidden powers, you come into actual possession of the power and wisdom necessary to move forward in abundance, security, joy and dominion. I have seen the power of the subconscious life, subconscious lift people up out of crippled states, making them whole, vital and strong once more, and free to go out into the world to experience happiness, health and joyous experience and joyous expression. There is a miraculous healing power in your subconscious that can heal the troubled mind and the broken heart. It can open the prison door of the mind and liberate you. It can free you from all kinds of material and physical bondage. Necessity of a working basis. Substantial progress in any field of endeavor is impossible in the absence of working basis, which is universal in its application. You can become skilled in the operation of your subconscious mind. You can practice its powers within a certainty of results in exact proportions to your knowledge of its principles and to your application of them for definite specific purposes and goals you wish to achieve. Being a former chemist, being a former international trainer, I would like to point out that if you combine hydrogen and oxygen in the proportions of 2 atoms of the former to 1 of the latter, water would be the result. You are very familiar with the fact that 1 atom of oxygen and 1 atom of carbon will produce carbon monoxide, a poisonous gas. But if you add another atom of oxygen, you will get carbon dioxide, a harmless gas, and so on throughout the vast realm of chemical compounds. You must not think that the principles of chemistry, physics and mathematics differ from the principles of your subconscious mind. Let us consider a generally accepted principle. Water seeks its own level. This is a universal principle which is applicable to water everywhere. Consider another principle: matter expands when heated. This is true anywhere, as anytime, and under all circumstances. You can heat a piece of steel and it will expand regardless whether the steel is found in China, England or India. It is a universal truth that matter expands when heated. It is also a universal truth that whatever you impress on your subconscious mind is expressed on the screen of space as condition, experience and event. Your prayer is answered because your subconscious mind is principle. And by principle, I mean the way a thing works. For example, the principle of electricity is that it works from a higher to a lower potential. You do not change the principle of electricity when you use it, but by cooperating with nature, you can bring forth marvelous inventions and discoveries which bless humanity in countless ways. Your subconscious mind is principle and works according to the law of belief. You must know what belief is, why it works, and how it works. Your Bible says in a simple, clear, and beautiful way, whosoever shall say unto this mountain, be thou removed and be thou cast into the sea, and shall not doubt in his heart, but shall believe that those things which he saith shall come to pass, he shall have whatsoever he saith. Mark 11:23. The law of your mind is the law of belief. The means to believe in the way your mind works, to believe in belief itself. The belief of your mind is the thought of your mind. That is simple, just that and nothing else. All your experiences, events, conditions and acts are the reaction of your subconscious mind to your thoughts. Remember, it is not the thing believed in, but the belief in your own mind which brings about the result. She is believing in the false beliefs, opinions, superstitions, and fears of mankind. Begin to believe in the eternal varieties and truths of life, which never change. Then you will move onward, upward, and Godward. Whoever reads this book and applies the principle of the subconscious mind herein set forth will be able to pray scientifically and effectively for himself and for others. Your prayer is answered according to the universal law of action and reaction. Thought is insufficient action. Thought is incipient action. The reaction is the response from your subconscious mind, which corresponds with the nature of your thought. Busy your mind with the concepts of harmony, health, peace, and goodwill, and wonders will happen in your life. The duality of mind. You have only one mind, but your mind possesses two distinctive characteristics. The line of demarcation. The two is well known to all thinking men and women today. The two functions of your mind are essentially unlike. Each is endowed with separate and distinct attributes and powers. The nomenclature generally used to distinguish the two functions of your mind is as follows. The objective and subjective mind, the conscious and subconscious mind, the waking and sleeping mind, the surface self and the deep self, the voluntary mind and the involuntary mind, the male and the female, and many other terms. You will find the term conscious and subconscious used to represent the dual nature of your mind throughout this book. Throughout these discourses, the conscious and subconscious minds, an excellent way to get acquainted with the two functions of your mind is to look your own mind as a garden. You are a gardener and you are planting seeds in your subconscious mind all day long based on your habitual thinking. As you sow in your subconscious mind, so shall you reap in your body and environment. Begin now to sow thoughts of peace, happiness, right action, and goodwill, prosperity. Think quietly and with interest on these qualities. Accept them fully in your conscious reasoning mind. Continue to plant these wonderful seeds, means thoughts, in the garden of your mind, and you will reap a glorious harvest. Your subconscious mind may be linked, your subconscious mind may be likened to the soil, which will grow all kinds of seeds, good or bad. Do men gather grapes of thorns or figs of thistles? Every thought is therefore a cause and every condition is an effect. For this reason, it is essential that you take charge of your thoughts so as to bring forth only desirable conditions. When your mind thinks correctly, when you understand the truth, when the thoughts deposited in your subconscious mind are constructive, harmonious, and peaceful, the magic working power of your subconscious will respond and bring about harmonious conditions, agreeable surroundings, and the best of everything. When you begin to control your thought processes, you can apply the powers of your subconscious to any problem or difficulty. In other words, you will actually be consciously cooperating with the infinite power and omnipotent laws which govern all things. Look around you, wherever you live, and you will notice that the vast majority of mankind lives in the world without. The more enlightened men are intentionally interested in the world within. Remember, it is the world within, namely your thoughts, feelings, and imagery, that makes your world without. It is therefore the only creative power. And everything which you find in your world of expression has been created by you in the inner world of your mind, consciously or unconsciously. Knowledge of the interaction of your conscious and subconscious minds will enable you to transform your whole life. In order to change external conditions, you must change the cause. Most men try to change conditions and circumstances by working with conditions and circumstances to remove discord, confusion, lack, and limitation. You must remove the cause, and the cause is the way you are using your soul, and the cause is the way you are using your conscious mind. In other words, the way you are thinking and picturing in your mind. You are living in a fathomless sea of infinite riches. Your subconscious is very sensitive to your thoughts. Your thoughts form the mold or matrix through which the infinite intelligence, wisdom, vital forces, and energies of your subconscious flow. The practical application of the laws of your mind, as illustrated in each chapter of this book, will cause you to experience abundance of poverty, wisdom for superstition and ignorance, peace for pain, joy for sadness, light for darkness, harmony for discord, faith and confidence for fear, success for failure, and freedom blessing than these from a mental, emotional and material standpoint. Most of the great scientists, artists, poets, singers, writers and inventors have a deep understanding of the working of the conscious and subconscious minds. One time, Caruso, the great operatic tenor, was struck with stage fright. He said his throat was paralyzed due to spasm caused by intense fear, which constricted the muscles of his throat. Perspiration poured copiously down his face. He was ashamed because in a few minutes he had to go out on the stage, yet he was shaking with fear and trepidation. He said, "They will laugh at me. I can't sing." Then he shouted in the presence of those behind the stage, "The little me wants to strangle the big me within." He said to the little me, "Get out of here. The big me wants to sing through me." By the big me, he meant the limitless power and wisdom of its subconscious mind. And he began to shout, "Get out, the big me is going to sing." Its subconscious mind responded, releasing the vital forces within him. When the call came, he walked out on the stage and sang gloriously and majestically, enthralling the audience. It is obvious to you now that Caruso must have understood the two levels of mind, the conscious or rational and the subconscious or irrational level. Your subconscious mind is reactive and responds to the nature of your thoughts. When your conscious mind, means the little me, is full of fear, worry and anxiety, the negative emotions engendered in your subconscious mind, means the big me, are released and flood the conscious mind with a sense of panic, foreboding and despair. When this happens, you can, like Caruso, speak affirmatively and with a deep sense of authority to the irrational emotions generated in your deeper mind as follows. Be still, be quiet. I am in control. You must obey me. You are subject to my command. You cannot intrude where you do not belong. It is fascinating and intensely interesting to observe how you can speak authoritatively and wish and with conviction to the irrational movement of your deeper self, bringing silence, harmony and peace to your mind. The subconscious is subject to the conscious mind, and that is why it is called subconscious or subjective. Dear friends, our mind has filled with full of energy, means our midbrain has a great talents, manners, style, skills. We can understand by the observation, examination of our soul. Our soul is born to free, and we have born with freedom. Dear friends, today our country and society are greatly needed the practical approach of our freedom fighters, free thinkers, messengers, astronomers, astrologers, those who came first on this land. They wrote holy scriptures by their holy thoughts. Dear friends, there is no question of depression, frustration and anxieties. Lord or God who has created this wonderful world, amazing and outstanding, diversities, adversities and varieties, but there are equality, unity and oneness on the basis of unartificialities, unartificialities, for the betterment and upliftment of our environment and atmosphere. We are to be friendly with nature until and unless we do not become natural by having the presence of the Lord or God. We cannot go inside the soul. How the soul has provided us numberless, uncounted talents in our human body. These are really fathomless. We can imagine from our present rulers, administrators of our nation, those who are bottom to top, root to fruit, those who are addressing the people of the world for peace and prosperity. Whether our nation is developing nation, all over the world, the USA and the USSR, European nations, all other countries, those who are free from the exploitations of the English people, we know that they are being addressed by India. Our Indian motherland, on the basis of patriotism and nationalism, socialism, we are known as the blessed nation. Dear friends, our many philosophers, thinkers, freedom fighters, social reformists, those who came first on this land and they wrote the holy scriptures, holy books, for providing us the celestial and endless power of God. Dear friends, you know that rising sun creates a great energy and power in our mind. If we are free from the foundations and falsifications, lust, ego, variousness that we have around our soul, then we can feel, consider the same light by which our forefathers were enlightened. Swami Vivekananda, who went to the USA and addressed the people with two words, my brothers and sisters of the America. These words became and did a great work in bringing purity and sacredness in the heart of our worldly people. Dear friends, along with these ideas, we addressed the people. My nation is known by purity, chastity, character, not by colors. So, we feel the presence of Lord, sometimes in kinetic and sometimes in potential form. Both the forms are available within human being. So this is a man's body which can perceive, feel, react for the presence of Lord positively. Dear friends, our Indians know that we are made by 5 elements: air, fire, soil, sky and water. But after all, we have equality, oneness and unity on all the basis of discriminations and classifications. This is the unique feature, constitutional feature of our India, and everywhere it is praised, admired and appreciated. Thank you God, thank you who has given us this wonderful time to count the blessings and grace of God. Thanks listeners and learners.